sooner we have answers, the better.
How did this life-changing situation come about?
What's he doing?
His job.
I don't trust Rick.
You shouldn't.
Are you planning on defending me at any point during this trial?
I could use a ride.
General Hospital latest update. Kristina's courtroom drama heats up as Rick exposes her for lying about Ava's role in her tragic accident. Meanwhile, Sasha faces a life-changing pregnancy revelation, and Lulu, presumed in a coma, mysteriously returns to Port Charles. With Michael's shocking exit looming, secrets and stakes spiral out of control in Port Charles. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers. Does Kristina deserve to go down for perjury? Flashback proves she's lying? General Hospital spoilers reveal that Kristina Corinthos Davis, Kate Monsey, has been ranting for months about how Ava Jerome, Maura West, is responsible for her baby's demise. Kristina is determined to make Ava pay the price, but General Hospital fans know their face-off didn't go down the way Kristina said it did. Even Kristina herself knows that since she flashed back to what happened in Ava's hotel room that day. In the November 25th episode, Kristina recalled the moments leading up to her tumble, which obviously didn't include Ava pushing her. It's true that Ava grabbed Kristina during their confrontation, but Kristina is the one who pulled back so dramatically and tripped over the bag on the floor. Kristina then picked up momentum and smashed through the window in what was merely a freak accident. Viewers have seen for themselves that Ava didn't intentionally send Kristina plummeting multiple stories down. It's outrageous for Kristina to be calling this murder, and she must know that on some level, if her memories are that clear. That's why we can't help but root for Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst, now that he's accused Kristina of lying right there on the witness stand. Rick is right since Kristina is indeed telling her own warped version of the story and trying to get Ava locked up. Since we've established that Kristina is lying, we have to ask, does she deserve to go down for perjury? Kristina isn't giving the truthful testimony she's sworn to give, so you could argue that she should face charges for that. Some fans might like to see Kristina taken down a notch since she's become so annoying lately. It'd be somewhat satisfying for all this to backfire on Kristina with a perjury twist, at least if it could be proven. At the same time, Kristina has been through a lot due to the baby's sad outcome and now the devastating loss of Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco. Perhaps we should give Kristina a little pass here since she's endured so much trauma and horrific news. Regardless, Ava is no saint and has gotten away with her fair share of crimes, but she isn't guilty of this one. This was most definitely an accident, so let's hope Rick is right about emerging victorious in court. General Hospital spoilers say Rick will keep doing everything in his power to clear Ava's name, so we'll bring you more courtroom predictions and updates on the upcoming verdict. Sasha finds out if she's pregnant, and Lulu makes her way home. Today on General Hospital, Rick grills Kristina on the stand and accuses her of killing her child. Cody offers Lulu a ride, and Lucky gets an upsetting call about his sister. In court, Rick asks Kristina why she's lying. He says they can all see how upset she is when she claimed she was fine, and he's sorry for her loss. He has no questions but reserves the right to call her back to the stand. Kristina steps down, and Ava wonders what Rick is doing. He tells her to trust him. Kristina joins her parents, and Sonny doesn't trust Rick. Alexis says he shouldn't, as he'll recall Kristina to the stand when it best works for him. Dante takes the stand and testifies he was called to the scene of the accident and didn't know it was his half-sister until he arrived. He explains he went to question the witness in the hotel suite, and it turned out to be Ava. He details that she was acting suspiciously and changed her story about what happened several times. Rick cross-examines and brings up Dante's father's custody dispute with Ava, and notes it's suspicious that Dante was the one to question her. Rick asks if he believes Ava is a good mother to his half-sister Avery. Dante doesn't, and Rick points out that if Ava is found guilty, then his father gains full custody. The prosecution objects, and the statement is stricken from the record. The prosecution questions Dante again about the changes Ava made to her statement about Kristina tripping over shoes, which later, she changed to a bag. Court is called to recess, and Molly thanks TJ for being here for her. Meanwhile, Alexis warns Kristina that Rick will call her back to the stand, so be ready for him. At her table, Ava asks if Rick will defend her at some point. He says he's been letting the jury know he's sympathetic, but now it's his time to shine, and he'll convince the jury that Kristina is to blame for her baby's death. When court is back in session, Rick calls Kristina to the stand. Rick questions her about acting as a surrogate for her half-sister and TJ, and how she changed her mind and wanted to keep the baby. Kristina confirms this. Rick paints her as untrustworthy and says that her word doesn't mean much. He questions her about going to Ava's suite without being invited and asks about their discussion. Kristina says she explained if Ava didn't recall her subpoena, she'd tell the court that Ava killed Connie Falconeri and tampered with her brother's medication and is the reason Morgan is dead. Rick states that Ava has not been convicted of either of those crimes and claims Kristina is trying to punish Ava for her brother's death. Kristina insists Ava is guilty of pushing her through the window, but Rick says she told the police she didn't remember much from that day, so is she lying? Kristina states she almost died, and her baby did die. Rick says she is clearly emotional. Kristina sobs that talking about Ava pushing her through a window and killing her daughter makes her emotional. He calls her erratic and says she has a temper, and Rick brings up when she accosted him and Ava at the Port Charles Grill. Rick says she swore to make sure Ava goes to jail, and if she didn't, she'd find another way to punish her. Rick has affidavits from diners at the Port Charles Grill who heard this. Rick asks if she even thought about the baby she supposedly loved when she confronted Ava and accosted her. Kristina cries she never would have gone to the room that day if she knew what would happen. Rick tells Kristina she let her anger get the best of her, accosted Ava, and that's why her baby is dead. Kristina cries, "I did not kill my daughter." Lucky meets Liz at Bobby's. She asks if he's leaving town. He says that it depends on her. He says Lucas says she's in trouble and he wants to help. They sit down, and Liz explains Sam was given a massive dose of digitalis, and the theory is someone grabbed the wrong drug and accidentally gave it to her. Lucky asks if a mistake like this has ever been made before. Liz says none of her nurses have made such a mistake, but they are human. Liz says the hospital is investigating and they'll find out who made the mistake. She knows it wasn't her, but it could mean one of her nurses will lose their license. Lucky offers to put his sleuthing skills to work and find out what happened to Sam. He asks who the last person who gave anything to Sam was, and Liz admits it was her. Lucky asks if the autopsy showed morphine in Sam's system, and Liz says it does, which shows she gave the right medication. They are interrupted when Lucky gets a call from Turning Woods. The manager has been trying to reach Mayor Collins, but she's tied up with emergencies, and Lucky was also listed as a contact. Lucky asks if something wrong with Lulu. The man explains his sister is missing. Liz and Lucky arrive at Turning Woods, and Lucky doesn't understand how his sister, who is in a coma, is missing. The manager explains a fire alarm went off as someone pulled it, then they made inspections after and found Lulu missing. Liz and Lucky question a nurse, and learn Lulu's last visitor was Cyrus Renault. On the road, Lulu approaches a car and asks for a ride. Cody, who is driving, tells her to hop on in. Cody asks if she's okay, and she says she's good and thanks him for stopping. He asks where she's going, so she asks him where he's headed. He explains he's headed home to Port Charles. She says that's where she lives. Cody notes she's shivering, and Lulu claims she and her boyfriend got in a fight in his car, and he left her on the side of the road without her coat and took off. He offers her a lollipop, which he keeps a stash of in his truck, and she accepts. Lulu asks what the day is, and he tells her it's November 26th, but he doesn't mention the year. Lulu is happy as that means her brother's birthday is coming up and she didn't miss it. She asks about his family, and he says he recently found his family, and they have become close. Lulu says family is everything, and she can't wait to see her kids. She explains she's been away, and it feels like forever since she's seen them. They arrive in town and Lulu asks Cody to drop her off. He says he'll take her home, but she isn't giving a stranger her address. He introduces himself so he isn't a stranger, but she refrains from telling him her name. Cody offers her money as she clearly has none on her. She asks how she'll pay him back. He writes down his number and gives it to her. She thanks him. Sasha drops by Maxie's to talk, and Maxie can see she's upset. Sasha says this is big, but Maxie says she doesn't shock easily. Sasha explains she might be pregnant. Maxie asks her to please say Cody isn't the father. Sasha confirms he isn't, so Maxie asks who the father is. They sit down, and Maxie asks how this came about. Sasha says she had just told Cody about their newfound situation, and she wound up at the Brown Dog Bar and drank too much with someone else who also had a bad day. They ended up having a one-night stand. Maxie asks if she's taken a test. Sasha bought one but hasn't taken it. Sasha says having another baby never crossed her mind, and she has a million other things going on right now. Sasha notes she barely survived when she lost Liam, and she had Brando then. Maxie says she has her, Nina, and others to help her through this. Sasha says she could be a single mother if it came to that, but she fears what happened to Liam could happen again. Maxie says life happens, and you have to deal with it, or it will come looking for you. James calls out to his mom and runs out, having hurt himself playing the floor is lava game in his room. He tried to jump from the doorway to his bed and missed. Maxie and Sasha take James to the bathroom to get him a band-aid. He then rushes off back to his room. Maxie asks Sasha where they were, and Sasha says about to find out the truth and pulls out her pregnancy test. They wait for the results, and the timer goes off. Sasha checks the test. She tells Maxie, "I'm pregnant." Meanwhile, Lulu tries to open the front door, but it's locked. She retrieves the hidden spare key, unlocks the door, and walks in. General Hospital spoilers. Michael goes to jail for covering up Kate's murder. General Hospital spoilers tease that Michael Corinthos, Chad Duell, is having quite a difficult time right now. He recently discovered that his wife, Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen, slept with his uncle Drew Quartermain, Cameron Matheson. Although he has confronted Willow about kissing Drew, she has yet to admit that she had sex with him as well. Michael is devastated that his wife not only cheated on him but has kept quiet despite giving her every chance to come clean. General Hospital spoilers. Michael Corinthos has secrets of his own. Before Willow slept with Drew, Michael slept with his former girlfriend Sasha Corbin, Sophia Matson. At the time all he knew was that Drew and Willow had kissed. He's kept that fact from Willow as well. But Michael has another secret, and it's one that could cost him everything, including his freedom. That's right, Michael could soon be facing jail time for his role in covering up the murder of FBI agent John Cates, Adam Harrington. So far, no one has suspected Michael, but that could change at a moment's notice. General Hospital spoilers. Michael Corinthos is protecting Sonny Corinthos. As viewers know, the night Kate's murdered, Michael arrived only moments after Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, shot Kate's twice at point-blank range. Michael sent Sonny away while he cleaned up the crime scene. He removed all the bullet casings, and once he was satisfied that all traces of Sonny's presence were gone, he called the police to report the murder. General Hospital spoilers. Michael Corinthos may have made a mistake. Perhaps Michael didn't clean up the crime scene as well as he thinks. Maybe there is footage of Michael cleaning up the crime scene but not the murder itself for whatever reason. Or maybe there was a witness who up to now has kept quiet about seeing Michael at the murder site. If the cops do find evidence that links Michael to the murder of Kate's, they would most likely offer him a deal if told them that he was protecting Sonny. But Michael would never do that. Instead, he could face prison time. Michael may feel with his marriage in shambles that he has nothing to lose. Willow would still have the kids and Sonny would remain protected. General Hospital spoilers. What do you think? Will the cops discover that Michael cleaned up the crime scene after Kate's murder? Is there a witness who has kept quiet up until now? Could Michael end up in prison for protecting Sonny? General Hospital spoilers. Mystery solving, badgering witnesses, confronting kidnappers. General Hospital spoilers and updates for Wednesday, November 27th tease mystery solving, badgering witnesses, and confronting kidnappers. Next on General Hospital. James West, Gary James Fuller, has a mystery to solve. Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst, continues badgering his witness, and Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, confronts a suspected kidnapper. General Hospital spoilers, heart-to-heart talks. Harrison and Brooke Lynn Chase, Josh Swickard, Amanda Setton, are in bed for the night, and they have a heart-to-heart talk. But first, she has a mission for her husband if he should choose to accept it. It looks like they are trying to get pregnant. They certainly want to start their family. They miss taking care of Violet Finn, Jophiel Love. There are plenty of children Violet's age and older living in the Quartermain estate now, and Amelia Corinthos, Serenity, and Sequoia Mork-Mako, nearby, who's a toddler. But it's not like having a baby to take care of, and especially not their own. That may be what their heart-to-heart talk is about. General Hospital spoilers, solving mysteries. In the meantime, James has a mystery to solve and looks a little confused. Damian Spinelli, Bradford Anderson, tells him he has a way to solve this mystery. Perhaps James has encountered Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens, who's in the house somewhere, or he's asking about Sasha Corbin, Sophia Matson, who's still in the bathroom with Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storms. Spoilers for today tease Maxie and Spinelli are in for a shock, and Lulu sees a familiar face. James will encounter someone he doesn't recognize while carrying a plate of cookies. General Hospital spoilers, Molly worries about Kristina. Elsewhere, in the courtroom, Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos, is concerned about her sister as she talks to TJ Ashford, Taj Bello. Molly's father, Rick, has been tearing Kristina to shreds on the witness stand, and Molly tells TJ if her testimony gets Ava Jerome, Maura West, acquitted, Kristina will never forgive herself. So far, Tricky Ricky has even blamed Kristina for the loss of the baby girl she was carrying for Kristina and TJ. Molly and TJ both looked taken aback when they heard that, and saw how upset it was making Kristina. He even accused her of lying and making things up. General Hospital spoilers, badgering witnesses. Rick is still badgering Kristina, laying guilt on her and asking her if protecting her father meant more to her than protecting her sister's child. Rick and his half-brother Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, have had a long and fraught history of mutual disdain. Sonny and Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, have both had anger and disgust in their faces as well, over Rick's tactics as he's been cross-examining Kristina. He dances around the fact that Ava has done harm to the Corinthos family before, switching Morgan Corinthos, Brian Craig, medicine and murdering Connie Falconeri, Kelly Sullivan, Sonny's fiancée at the time. General Hospital spoilers, Sasha's shook up. Still with Maxie in the bathroom after her pregnancy test came up positive, Sasha shook up. She doesn't know if she can do this. She had talked about when she lost her baby with Brando Corbin, Johnny Wachter, Liam Mike Corbin, uncast, and worried if she'd lose this one too. Sasha's nerves are raw and her guilt is overwhelming, and of course she didn't tell Maxie her one-night stand was with Michael Corinthos, Chad Duell. Explaining to Maxie is one thing, but what about to everyone else when she starts showing? Will she have to explain like she did to Maxie to keep Michael's paternity secret? It's true she has plenty of support, but there are those on the fringes like Tracy Quartermain, Jane Elliott, who could suspect the baby is Cody Bell's, Josh Kelly. General Hospital spoilers, confronting kidnappers. After Lucky got that call from Turning Woods while he was in Bobby's with Elizabeth Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst, they went to the facility. The doctor explained what happened with the fire alarm and also dropped Cyrus Renault's, Jeff Kober, name as the family spokesman. Elizabeth and Lucky both were alarmed, as Cyrus had been warned by Laura Collins, Jeannie Francis, not to visit Lulu without permission. Now Lucky has tracked Cyrus down and he's confronting him, and says he's calling the cops, blaming him for Lulu's absence from the facility. And there is still the question why Lucky got this call. Where is their mother Laura, and where's Kevin Collins, John Lindstrom? General Hospital, Lulu and James encounter. Cyrus faces cop threat. Molly takes the stand. General Hospital spoilers for Wednesday, November 27th, reveal that Brooke Lynn Quartermain, Amanda Setton, will share some sizzling moments in the bedroom with Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, so she'll offer up a mission and give him a nudge to accept it. Of course, this will no doubt tie in with Chase and Brooke Lynn's efforts to make a baby, so they'll get passionate and ultimately have a heartfelt conversation about their family's future. Meanwhile, Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst, will continue to be downright ruthless with Kristina Corinthos Davis, Kate Monsey, in court. Kristina is definitely getting flustered, And things may get even worse once Rick asks if protecting her father means more to her than protecting her sister's child. Rick will try to act like Kristina was all about standing up for Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, and put the baby at risk in the process. Kristina's testimony will continue to be a total disaster, so Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos, will deal with growing concerns. Molly will open up to TJ Ashford, Taj Bello, and suggest that if Kristina's testimony gets Ava Jerome, Maura West, acquitted, then her sister will never forgive herself. At some point, it'll be Molly's turn to get on the stand and try to undo the damage, but Rick will keep working to make her admit Kristina's fall was a tragic accident. Meanwhile, Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, will rip into Cyrus Renault, Jeff Kober, since he was the last person to visit Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens-Bruning. Since Lulu went missing from Turning Woods after the fire alarm, Lucky will accuse Cyrus of having something to do with her disappearance. In fact, Lucky will threaten to call the cops as his confrontation with Cyrus becomes increasingly heated. At Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storm's place, Sasha Gilmore Corbin, Sophia Matson, will reel now that she's seen her positive pregnancy test results. Although Sasha won't know if she can do this, Maxie may give her another pep talk and promise she'll have family to help her along the way. In the living room, Lulu will encounter James West, Gary James Fuller, as she enters. James will have a puzzled expression and ask who she is, so Lulu will end up pretty confused herself. James was just a toddler the last time Lulu saw him, so she presumably won't recognize him or realize this is Maxie's son. Lulu thought this was her own house, but James may insist he lives there with his family instead. It may finally dawn on Lulu that far more time has passed than she thought. Lulu already got the date from Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, but she clearly thinks she's back in 2020 and that it's only a day or two after she was hospitalized. If Lulu asks James for the year and hears that it's 2024, that could leave her overwhelmed enough to bolt back out the door. Lulu may insist she's made a mistake and take off, leaving James with a wild story to tell and a mystery for Damian Spinelli, Bradford Anderson, to solve. Spinelli will have a way to get to the bottom of things, so he'll help James figure out who their mysterious visitor was. Maxie and Spinelli are going to face a shocker by the end of Wednesday's episode, so they may hear the missing Lulu news and put it all together. There are some leaked pics of Lulu eventually heading to the Quartermain mansion, so that may be her next stop. General Hospital spoilers say Lulu will find someone familiar soon, so stick with us for updates on her upcoming reunion and more predictions on all the surprises she'll face. General Hospital spoilers, Maxie and Sasha's pregnancy mix-up. General Hospital spoilers tease that Sasha Corbin, Sophia Matson, just learned that she has a lot more family than she knew now that Robert Scorpio, Tristan Rogers, has been revealed to be her father. While Robert himself may be out of town at the moment, Sasha now gets to find out exactly what it means to be a member of the Scorpio family. Her uncle Max Scorpio, John J. York, will certainly want to get know Sasha much better now that he knows they are related. General Hospital spoilers, Maxie Jones and Sasha Corbin will grow even closer. Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storms, and Sasha have always gotten along fairly well anyway. But now that they know they are cousins, look for Sasha to spend a lot more time with Maxie and her children. Sasha may even decide to confide to Maxie that she recently slept with the very married Michael Corinthos, Chad Duell, and that she is concerned she may be pregnant. Knowing Maxie, she will encourage Sasha to find out one way or another. General Hospital spoilers, the pregnancy test. Maxie may even push Sasha by purchasing a pregnancy test for Sasha to take right then and there. It seems quite likely that Sasha will get a positive result. If she takes the test at Maxie's, that could lead to confusion, especially if Damian Spinelli, Bradford Anderson, somehow discovers the discarded test in the trash. Spinelli might have completely misunderstood the situation and assumed that the test was Maxie's, not Sasha's. General Hospital spoilers, Damian Spinelli gets the wrong idea. There's no telling how Spinelli will react if he believes that Maxie is carrying his baby. It's taken a long time for Maxie and Spinelli to become close again, and he might worry that a pregnancy could change everything between them. It might even prompt the computer hacker to propose to the woman he loves. Maxie will eventually realize what's going on and explain the situation to Spinelli. But a pregnancy scare could convince this duo that it's time they made their relationship official and finally become husband and wife, even though Maxie isn't really pregnant. General Hospital spoilers. What do you think? Is Sasha pregnant with Michael's baby? Will Maxie push Sasha to find out one way or another? Could Spinelli mistakenly believe that Maxie is the one with child? General Hospital Amanda Seton expecting? Could the soap recast Brooke Lynn Quartermaine Chase again? General Hospital spoilers indicate that Brooke Lynn Quartermaine Chase, Amanda Seton, and Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, have agreed to start a triangle for a baby. This is all exciting news. However, fans know that when a couple decides to expand their family, challenges tend to ensue. After all, look at what happened to Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos, and TJ Ashford, Taj Bello, when they went on their journey to conceive. As it is unlikely that BLQ will become pregnant right away, so how complicated would things get on set if the character's portrayer ended up expecting? General Hospital's Amanda Seton's last exit. GH spoilers remind fans that actress Amanda Seton went on maternity leave back in 2020 when she was expecting her third child with hubby, Ryan Lynn. Actress Brianna Lane stepped in at the time until Seton returned. There's been some speculation that Seton could be pregnant as the character tends to wear blazers a lot lately. This could just be a fashion statement, and online fans tend to buzz whenever there's a slight wardrobe change for a character, so it'll be interesting to see what happens next. After all, neither the actress nor soap opera has yet to announce anything. If Amanda is expecting, would Brianna or another actress step in for a maternity leave? General Hospital BLQ and Chase, happily ever after. Then again, maybe all this baby talk from Brooke Lynn and Chase is because Seton is pregnant, and the show is setting up a baby storyline for the Port Charles super couple. Babies tend to bring on the drama with Baby Switch and Who's Your Daddy as storylines, but perhaps this one can be different for a change and the good times can continue to roll for both Chase and BLQ. Of course, Seton would wear blazers until BLQ finds out she's pregnant, and then the character can show off her pregnancy as she enjoys the wonderful moments of planning for her baby. Only time will tell how this all pans out. General Hospital comings and goings. Chad duel exit date, Michael dead or just gone? General Hospital comings and goings confirm Chad Duell is exiting the show as legacy character Michael Corinthos, but will he die or just disappear? Also, a newcomer is on contract and 2 legacy characters are sticking around. Check out the newest casting changes for the ABC daytime drama. General Hospital comings and goings, Chad Duell out as Michael Corinthos. General Hospital comings and goings are shocked to report that Chad Duell will soon leave the soap after 14 years of playing Michael Corinthos. Recently, Chad announced on social media that after many wonderful years on General Hospital, he has decided to step away from the show. He went on to say that it was not an easy decision, but it feels like the right time in his life. Chad loves the cast like their family and is beyond grateful to his fans. He also said that this is not goodbye. It's just see you later. So, hopefully, he will return one day soon. So far, General Hospital showrunner Frank Valentini says there are no plans to recast the character. But, you never know. He's sad to see Chad go but wishes him all the best. His last scenes will be sometime in early 2025, possibly February sweeps. Indeed, his character will need to be written off. But the big question is, how will he exit? Will he tragically die like Sam McCall? Or, maybe he simply leaves town because his life is spiraling out of control. Michael dies on General Hospital? No doubt, Michael is up to his neck in drama right now. He now knows that his uncle, Drew Kane Quartermaine, slept with his wife, Willow Tate. So, he's making it his mission to destroy Drew on General Hospital. Meanwhile, he hopped in the sack with his ex-girlfriend, Sasha Gilmore, and now, she thinks she's pregnant. If so, when she tells Michael, they may both leave town together. Indeed, she doesn't have much keeping her in town. On the other hand, he may suggest to Willow that they take the kids and move so they can get away from Drew and start fresh. Of course, if General Hospital wants to make a big splash, Michael could die in a mob incident. Or, perhaps, he'll go out saving his sister, Kristina Corinthos Davis. Currently, she's desperate to get revenge on Ava Jerome. So, she could make an impulsive move causing Michael to step in and get killed in the process. Indeed, it will be exciting to see how Chad's exit goes and what comes next for Michael, Willow, Drew, and Sasha. General Hospital casting updates, Kai Taylor on contract. While Chad Duell says goodbye to the character of Michael Corinthos, a newbie settles in. New character Kai Taylor, Jens Austin Astrup, is officially on contract. So, he'll be around for the foreseeable future. Kai is the star quarterback of the PCU football team and the new love interest for fan fave Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ali. However, Trina is currently getting closer to another newcomer, Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza. Now, they may just be on the track to becoming besties on General Hospital. However, there could be a love triangle in store for Trina. If so, it'll be interesting to see who she chooses. General Hospital casting news, Lucky staying in town. General Hospital casting news also reports that Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, is choosing to stay in Port Charles instead of going back to Africa. The deciding factor was the love of his life, Elizabeth Weber, Rebecca Herbst. Currently, Elizabeth is in trouble and needs Lucky's help. Recently, it was revealed that the cause of Sam McCall's, Kelly Monaco, death was an overdose of digitalis. Elizabeth is the head nurse at General Hospital and signed off on all medications given to Sam. So, she's being investigated. Of course, none of the nurses gave Sam digitalis. It is all but confirmed that Cyrus Renault, Jeff Kober, is the one who killed her by putting the drug into her 4-bag. So, Lucky is going to help Elizabeth prove her innocence. Plus, they'll get additional help from Jason Morgan, Steve Burton. Together, the three of them are going to prove Liz is not at fault. And hopefully, expose Cyrus Renault as the real culprit. General Hospital, Sasha's pregnant, Lulu's bogus story for Cody. General Hospital spoilers recap for Tuesday, November 26th, reveals that Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst, suggested Kristina Corinthos Davis, Kate Monsey, was lying about being fine to continue, so he declined to question her now, though he reserved the right to call her back to the stand later. Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, whispered with Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos, and Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, as she made a prediction about what Rick was up to. This was about Rick grilling Kristina whenever it worked best for his defense. Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, took the stand and highlighted the fact that Ava told multiple versions of her story. Rick chose to play up the custody case and how Dante was eager to send Ava to prison so that Sonny could have Avery Corinthos, Ava, and Grace Scarola. After a brief recess, Rick called Kristina back to the stand and got her to admit she changed her mind about keeping the baby. It led to Rick suggesting that Kristina's word didn't mean much since she went back on her agreement with Molly and TJ Ashford, Taj Bello. Next, Rick got Kristina to rant about Ava's other crimes and played it like she was using this situation to punish Ava for Morgan Corinthos, Brian Craig, demise, though Ava was never convicted of causing that or Connie Falconeri's, Kelly Sullivan, grim fate. Kristina tried to put the focus back on Ava for pushing her out the window and killing her baby, but Rick pointed out her memories were hazy based on what she told the police. Rick also brought up the incident at the Port Charles Grill and offered up all the proof from witnesses that Kristina publicly threatened Ava. After Rick called out Kristina's hot temper and acted like her tumble was her fault, Kristina got increasingly emotional and shouted that she did not kill her daughter. At Bobby's, Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, got updates from Elizabeth Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst, who explained the digitalis overdose mystery and revealed that she was the last recorded person to give Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco, medication. However, the autopsy showed morphine in Sam's system, which proved Liz indeed gave her the drug she was supposed to. Elizabeth vouched for her outstanding team, so Lucky struggled to understand how a mistake like this could have happened. After Lucky got a phone call from Turning Woods, he learned that Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens-Bruning, was missing and that Mayor Laura Collins, Jeannie Francis, couldn't be reached since she was tied up with city emergencies. Liz accompanied Lucky to Turning Woods, where the administrator filled them in on the fire alarm and how Lulu disappeared in the confusion. Lucky insisted Lulu was in a coma and must have been moved by someone else. After Lucky inquired about Lulu's last visitor, it was revealed to be Cyrus Renault, Jeff Kober. Meanwhile, Lulu got in Cody Bell's, Josh Kelly, vehicle and made up a bogus story about her now ex-boyfriend throwing her out of his car without her coat or phone. Cody caught a glimpse of Lulu's hospital bracelet, but she covered it back up. Lulu accepted a lollipop and teased Cody about it not being a good flavor, so they enjoyed a fun banter. After Lulu talked about her family, Cody mentioned that he had a new one he was learning to rely on. Lulu also got Cody to confirm the date was November 26th and seemed relieved. Although Lulu suggested it hadn't been that long since she'd seen her son and daughter, she was eager to get back to them. Since Lulu wouldn't give Cody her exact address, he just dropped her off nearby and gave her some money. Lulu asked how she'd pay Cody back, so he offered up his contact info in case she ever needed anything again. Inside Maxie Jones, Kirsten Storm's house, Sasha Gilmore Corbin, Sophia Matson, told her about her drunken hookup, but she didn't reveal Michael Corinthos, Chad Duell, name. Sasha worried she might be pregnant, so Maxie worked to calm her fears about the fallout and about losing another baby like she lost Liam Corbin. James West, Gary James Fuller, appeared at one point with a scrape on his arm from pretending the floor was lava in his room. Maxie bandaged it up as Sasha watched, seemingly taking in the idea of motherhood. After Sasha took a pregnancy test, Maxie distracted her as they awaited the results. Once the test was ready, Sasha looked at it and revealed to Maxie that she was indeed pregnant. Back outside the house, Lulu got the spare key from the hiding spot and used it to unlock the door. Lulu was in the process of opening it as Tuesday's General Hospital episode came to an exciting conclusion. General Hospital spoilers say Lulu's homecoming won't be what she expects, so stay tuned for all the startling news to come. Thanks for watching this videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.